Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Jazzy Venus for Sasquatch here, and we are doing our horror movie night in the cave. I left the cave. I went and saw Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, directed by Bettinelli, Alpin, and Tyler Gillette, starring Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton, and Elijah Wood. After surviving one deadly game, Grace and her sister Faith was now around four rival families competing for a powerful throne. Winner takes all. Honestly, this movie did drag on a little bit. It was like an hour 45, probably could've been an hour 25. It's like a really less fun version of The Hunt, to be really honest with you. I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was very good in it. I think Sean Haddisey's funny in this, is good in this as well. He's really playing a black bad guy here, which is kind of a little bit against Sean Haddisey's overall arc as character development wise with what we normally see him in. Was a little bit different here. Nestor Carbonell, really good. You'll recognize him from a lot of TV shows. The one exceptional one for the bad guy side that I will point out is Maya J. Her Francesca was like off the wall, unhinged. Very good, very entertaining. I mean, I can't really say really too many bad things about this movie other than it did run long and it did feel like a less fun version than the Hunt. Then the original one really didn't feel like The Hunt as much, even though they're both kind of the same kind of concept here. This one really it did because it kind of tied into with a brother sister kind of family, and you kind of have the same type of characters with the rich people and wanting world domination and all this kind of stuff like this. So it does kind of run into it a little bit there. At least that is the way I kind of saw it for me. I mean, you might watch it and see something different or just think differently. I didn't really take too much away from it. I'd probably give it a, I would probably give it a B minus. To be honest with you, I thought it was very well done. I think that this is like the second best horror movie that came out this year so far, with Scream Seven obviously being number one. But honestly, with like Cold Storage and the other couple ones, like this is a really tough category to kind of be into this year. And this one does kind of stand out a little bit. It didn't really play too much into the first one, which I thought was very smart for them to do. Like you always want more originality and you want more stuff like this, and you do get a lot of originality. But just the simultaneous combustion of some of those people is just kind of crazy, and it really doesn't get old. Like you think it would get old, but it really doesn't get old throughout the whole movie, which I kind of enjoy. There's a lot of really good dark humor to this movie too, as well, that the first one kind of hit into. And then we even get to like the old like conspiracy story theories with the rich people and them being like part of a Satanist club and stuff like this. And this kind of ties into all that too. I think there's a little traditional rules. There's like a whole cool little background or backstory to this whole movie concept. That's pretty good. I could see this movie just going on every like 3 years. Just get a new version of this, even if Samara Weaving and Catherine Newton don't really want anything to do with it after this one or the next one that comes out. But I mean, it's just how it goes. The reason why I say kind of I think that they kind of had a movie, they kinda know what they wanted to do with the movie, and then at, like, the last second, they're like, "I don't know if this is gonna work," and they kinda pieced together something else because I feel like they kind of had an out with what you'll eventually watch. I don't really wanna give up a spoiler with the way it kind of all ended, and then, like, it just kind of, like, just kinda ended too. Like, it really wasn't, like, a very climactic ending as well. So I do have there are I think that there's like a good hour and 20 minutes of this movie that you could have kind of took out this part, this part, this part, and kind of cut it down and got into an hour 25 minutes and been fine, and everyone would have been happy. I think a lot of people will kind of bring into that fact that it did run a little long. I was ready to stand up and go as soon as the credits rolled. So that does kind of tell you right there that it did overstay its welcome. A little bit. Not necessarily a bad thing either. It's just with these, it's like a timing thing, and sometimes if you kind of miss time, one scene here and one scene there, and you're kind of like just a little bit over, it can really kind of bleed into the whole like overall movie. And we are trying to nitpick these movies to kind of like critique them, and that would be the only really critique I give is it just kind of dragged on a little bit. But other than that, it was a B minus movie. Highly recommended. If you like the first one, you're definitely gonna like this one. It doesn't like fall too far off the beaten path, but doesn't just follow the beaten path. So it really is well done. Catherine Newton and Samar Weaving have very good chemistry. Sarah Michelle Gellar is in this. She's so good in this too, and it's just so awesome to see her in something because it's been so long since we've got to watch her. So like in the last like 3 years, what we got a Freddie Prinze Jr. movie and we got a Sarah Michelle Gellar movie. So I'm definitely feeling like a late '90s, early 2000s comeback is coming around the corner, especially like Sean Hannity in this and Elijah Wood, dude. This does have a really good kind of pedigree behind it. So I would definitely check it out if you can. It is in theaters, and that is Ready or Not. Ready or Not Two. Here I Come, directed by Matt Bettinelli, Open, and Tyler Gillette. We're gonna do something live this weekend. We got enough followers finally on Facebook, so if you kind of look forward to that, it'll probably be Saturday night. Something probably like tearing apart an old horror movie or something, just kind of like fun and just kind of get into it. So look for that on our channel. And other than that, thank you guys very much for getting our first goal list done, and we'll just continue moving on and hopefully just check off goals and followers and people like that from here on out. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.